Reunion. Hello, y'all. I was selling crack on a private jet up in the hell and back. But no confusion, this a reunion. Hello, y'all. Welcome back. Get murder here. He counting money. He said, "Can man, the hell with rap. I'm only here to shit on niggas and piss on bitches. Welcome ass. I bought jewelry and bikes, nigga. Black Benzes and white Vickers. Now I'm out here and I'm looking for more chandeliers and light fixtures. Nah. I don't like niggas, what's wrong with me? I'm alright, nigga, but this 44 turn to Michael Jordan. Now I'm looking, say, take flight, nigga.
Welcome back to It Is What It Is. This episode is sponsored by Underdog. The app is an easy way to make some cash just by making picks on your favorite players. Underdog is available in more than 30 states, including California, Texas, and New York, just to name a few. Underdog is offering promos every day all October, so make sure to use code MACE, CAM, or STAT to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash with your first deposit and get a Brock Purdy free pick. All he needs is 1 yard for an easy W on your first cash entry. I'm Treasure Wilson, aka Stat Baby, along with your hosts Mace and Cam.
What's up, man?
Killa, what's good, man?
I'm good. What's happening, man?
Chilling, man.
How you doing?
Chilling. You saw my Chiefs. We're going to get into it. Pause today.
Good. I see.
Oh, man. Feel unstoppable, you know?
Yeah.
When you're steamrolling.
You want me to go to video? I was trying to wait till later in the season, though. You sure that's your Chiefs? I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it alone this week.
It wouldn't be the first time.
I'm just saying, it was your Chiefs. I'm just saying,
My Chiefs into proving different, you know?
Okay.
Sometimes hoes do that, you know?
Now they hoes.
Crazy. Crazy.
Now they hoes.
You like that? You like that response? Is that Harlem enough for you? Yeah, I understand. Gotta be quick on your feet with Killa, you know?
Oh shit! Sometimes hoes do that. It's crazy.
That was crazy.
Yeah, let's go.
Same. It wasn't even 10 seconds later. Niggas is hoes. Oh shit!
It happens sometime like that. You know,
I
until further notice.
Yeah, it's week 5, man. It's week 5.
They might choose until further notice.
Oh shit! Nigga, I'm a smoker. Sometimes hoes do that. It's crazy. But you know what? Sometimes hoes do that, man. Sometimes hoes do that, man.
Crazy.
Yeah, you didn't know.
I knew hoes do that. I didn't know they was one of your hoes. That's all I was saying. I definitely know hoes do that. I didn't know you put them in one of your hoes category, but I dig it. I understand it.
Yeah, we just teaching Stat the ways of the land, you know?
I think Stat know. That hoes do that sometimes.
I mean,
Stat, you got any friends that's hoes?
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
Even if they hoes, then they ain't telling you. You ain't
I would know.
How many friends you got? About 10, 15?
Close friends? I have 5 best friends.
You can't have 5 best friends.
Yes, you can. They're my bridesmaids. That's a whole other thing.
No, you can't. Have 5.
Yes, you
Your
can.
bridesmaid, you ain't get married yet.
Exactly. So when the time comes, my bridesmaids already chosen.
You can't have 5
Yes,
best
you
friends.
can.
You ever see the movie Bridesmaids?
Yes.
Yeah, you see there was a whole fight behind that shit.
That's not gonna happen. They all get along. That's a whole other thing.
All right, Stat.
You ever saw The Best Man?
Yes.
Things happen.
Yeah.
I'm good though. We're good over here. We are all good over here. My friends are not hoes.
Yeah. Somebody's a hoe.
They're not.
I'm telling you, somebody's a hoe. She might not tell the rest of y'all. One of them is hoes.
I would know.
Or not including you. Rest, they might all be hoes and you just don't realize
They're
they
not.
hoes.
And it's so crazy because one of my best friends is literally sitting in the thing. Like none of them are hoes. They are good.
I ain't accuse her of being a hoe. I'm just saying somebody's a hoe. One of them is a hoe.
They're not.
I'm not going to do that to your friend who's here today. but somebody's a hoe. What do you consider a hoe?
Ooh, I don't know about this conversation today. It's just whatever they want to get into, and it's
Murder, what you consider a hoe?
What you was just talking about. Niggas switch up. Want to be with everybody, you know?
Yeah, man. How many, if you fuck 3 niggas in a week, are you a hoe, Murder?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, 3 niggas?
Yeah.
All right, what about 2?
Yeah.
Any of your friends ever fuck 2 niggas in a week that you know about?
I know my friend's business, and everybody got different definitions of what they think a hoe is.
See how she changed that?
Yeah.
Nobody's a hoe.
2 in the
My friends are not hoes.
You ain't gotta say their name, but do you got 2 that did? Do you got one that did 2 in the same week?
You said you know everything.
I do, and
Bridesmaid.
That sound like 5.
Bridesmaid.
That sound like 7 to 12 in a week.
That's a new code word out. Bridesmaid.
Let me tell you something. Yeah.
No.
Let me tell you something. That's May's definition of a hoe, and everybody got different definitions of a hoe.
exactly.
If you threw 3 niggas in a day, you know how girls fix that shit, Murder, these days. I'm just trying to find the right dick for me, pause. Who works for me. I'm telling you. I heard him say it, talking about I don't have a boyfriend, so I'm just trying to figure out what works for me. What you think, White?
3 in the same day is prostitute-ish.
3 in a day? That's worse than BBO, man. That's crazy.
You saw Larry's face. Larry just shook his head.
Crazy.
Yo, y'all niggas better be ready for tomorrow.
BBO?
3 in a day.
Huh?
What's wrong with the BBL?
Not BBO. BBO
No,
is the
BBO.
name. That's
I was
the name.
like, dang.
That's the name our old crew is stand for bending bitches over.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I learn something new every day, guys. I learn something new every day.
Yeah, we went wild on it. Yeah, with different sections of Harlem, we all come together at a party. And we was bending bitches over with the name of the crew.
That is a fact.
Lovely. Well, this was a very interesting intro. Today we have a special guest introducing sports analyst Arabia. Welcome to the show.
Arabia, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Arabia, what do you consider a hoe?
So there's a difference between a slut and a hoe. It's like a slut, a hoe, a whore. It's like levels.
Now listen, real quick, I want you to answer this question real
That
quick.
was crazy.
No, because you know why?
Slut, hoe, and whore.
Now, I want to hear the answer to this. You know why? Because I like that because this one, and I'm glad you brought that up. I want to hear your definition. Because before we get any further, my wife has to be a whore. If I get married, she gotta be a whore.
Come on, man.
No, because a slut and a hoe is bitches that fuck everybody. A whore is somebody in bed that's just nasty. You know what I'm saying? That's my definition. That's why I'm glad she said that. You got to be nasty if you're gonna be my wife. Like, you gotta be a full-blown whore in there when you're in the bed. I don't want polite sex, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Not nice for the bedroom.
be somebody else, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, fam, this is dead honest truth.
Yeah.
I was getting some head. I was getting, yo, fam, and I was getting some head. This is word to my mother. I was choking the bitch, and I was like, yo, you ready for me to come in your mouth? And I won't let her up to talk. She went like this. Yeah. Say, yo, fucking I like that right there. Sorry, Murder, we get too deep. Sorry, Murder. I'm just saying. My bad, Arabia. My bad.
Now, Arabia, if he's like that with y'all present, can you imagine without the ladies present?
All right, go ahead and don't be a whore and see if niggas don't cheat on you. Go ahead and don't be a whore. Niggas gonna be out looking for prostitution if you don't be a whore. I'm trying to tell you, you gotta be nasty in it. That don't mean when it's over, go out and in the public with nasty shit on and all that. I'm just talking about inside our house. And that's what I mean. Baby, I'm sorry to interrupt. But yeah.
No problem. I'm sorry, Mom. I know you're gonna watch this, like what you got yourself into. But I feel like a hoe is somebody who would fuck anybody. Like your standard for the person is just out the window. A slut will do anything. You don't say no, everything's yes. But a whore is like you do the right things for the right person. It's kind of like a good mixture of both.
See? The right thing for the right person.
Wait. So a hoe is anybody. A slut is anything. I got to remember those definitions.
Yo, that's crazy.
I said, you know what?
Yo, I said the same thing. She put it eloquently.
Yeah, she put it eloquently.
I just said the same whole thing. That's crazy, murder. But my bad. It's my bad. We agree.
Moral of the story. Okay, so glad to have you on the show. Let's start with the Chiefs. The Chiefs remain undefeated after beating the Saints 26-13. So, Arabia, what did you think of the Chiefs game? And then do you believe any team will break their winning streak at any point, anytime soon?
Well, first things first, I think we have to use the eye test with the Chiefs. We can talk about the stats, but shout out to that Chiefs coaching. Because they've been able to, Spags is dialing it up on the sidelines. They've been able to win and dominate the league, not because they're scoring 45, 50 points. They don't have to do that. They have won all of their games this season by scoring 27 or less points because their defense keeps that offense in games. So shout out to Spags. They've been able to take key players out of the game. Tonight or yesterday, we saw them take Alvin Kamara out of the game completely. He only had 26 rushing yards. 26. They were able to do that with Derrick Henry. He only had 46 rushing yards. They were able to do that with Zach Moss, who only had 34 rushing yards. Took Bijan Robinson out of the game. So a lot of that is coaching and Spags dialing up plays for that defense. That's number one. And number two, as far as other people being able to beat them, that's hard because they win and accumulate wins by any means necessary. I don't see anybody between coaching staffs and players really running them that fade. I mean, it is an any given Sunday league, so you never know, especially in your division. But as of right now, at 5-0, what they've been able to do, only scoring 27 or less points, I don't see who's going to come in and really give them that L. I don't.
I don't even know what I want to say right here since Cam said he got a video. Yo. If y'all niggas is switching up, let me know right now. Pause. You know?
This is all with today.
Town can be on the move, you know? Chip goes where I go, you know? You know? But I would say this, Patrick Mahomes, he throws from 331 yards. He has an exceptional, game. But really, the real point that I really want to make right here is what they do in the red zone. Pause. With this team, that they're just so crucial down the stretch. It seems like they're in cruise control in a sense, but I'm not ready to say that they're three-peat yet. I think they got to get to 7-0. If they get to 7-0, they're definitely going to three-peat. So watch out for that. Remember, that's the take the expert gave you. If they get to 7-0, they're three-peat. And if they don't get to 7-0, I can't say they're going to three-peat because it's something about momentum that you can't duplicate. You can't buy it. It's something that happens as you keep going and you keep, getting victory after victory that brings your confidence to a certain level that allows you to push through all of the hard things that come through. Pause. So that's what I'm definitely focusing on. If they get to 7-0, it's a wrap. It don't matter who's playing well. They'll be the champs.
Are you saying that if they get to 7-0, they're going undefeated?
If they get to 7-0, they're going to three-peat.
But I understand that, but you saying they're going to go undefeated?
No, but I think they'll have enough momentum to actually bring the trophy back to Kansas City.
Okay. No, I'm not mad at that take. they gonna lose eventually. Never,
Yeah, they're gonna
yeah,
lose.
some last niggas that did that was 1972. Patriots almost did it one year. They lost in the chip. But yeah, looking at Kansas City, not just the defensive coaching staff, the coaching staff as a whole, the scouting staff, everybody who who contributes to the Kansas City Chiefs. We know Patrick Mahomes is a different type of monster, but when you can sit there and go say, "Damn, we injured, we light." Go see what Juju Smith-Schuster's doing. He around somewhere. Go look for that nigga. That nigga, what he doing? Oh, nothing. Well, bring him on the team. What did he have last night? 7 receptions, 130 yards. Nobody thinking Juju is that type of receiver no more. Kareem Hunt, 27 carries for over 100. Niggas wasn't thinking about these niggas. So when you go grab these people, because Pacheco gets hurt, they go get Kareem Hunt. They light on receiving. They go get Juju Smith-Schuster. Kelsey's still doing what he's doing. It isn't just about Patrick Mahomes. Andy Reid and his staff is amazing because when Eric Bieniemy was going, everybody was like, uh-oh, who's going to call the plays? What's going to happen? He leaves, they still win another championship. Uh-oh, Tyreek Hill is going. What's going to happen? He leaves, they win another championship. That core between Kelsey, Mahomes, and Andy Reid is amazing, and I think they're on the way to win another Super Bowl until further notice. Will they lose a game or two this season? Absolutely. But when it counts, them niggas don't lose. As far as the Saints is concerned, very disappointing. You know, the first 2 weeks, they look sensational. It looked like they be the team in that division to go to the playoffs. 3 losses in a row. I'm not sure. Derek Carr gets hurt. We don't know what the fuck gonna happen after that. Very disappointed in the Saints, but very, very, very impressed with the Kansas City Chiefs, even though they're already champions, just what they're doing so far this year.
Where's Jameson Winston at?
Cleveland.
Oh.
And then just to clarify, I know you guys said that they could lose one game. There's no team that comes to mind that you think will be that team to get that win for them. Arabia, I'm going to let you go first.
I mean, certainly, like you can look at a team like anyone in their division, because the division is weird. It's the twilight zone when it comes to your division. I don't care how good a team is or how bad a team is. I don't care what the history is. The division is the twilight zone. So someone in their division, you play them 6 times a year. Somebody could just sneak you on a good day or a bad day. You can look at a team in the AFC. Like, I mean, anybody could take them on any given Sunday. So sure, they could win 2-3 games this season, but it just depends on if you're going to catch the Chiefs on the down day.
Your answer is probably.
Yeah, I like Arabia, but I don't know about that. No, I think one of the teams that could beat them on a good day is the Bills. Another team that could beat them on a good day would have been Miami, but now that they don't have their quarterback, a lot of things has changed with injuries. Who else? That's about it. Y'all want me to say the Steelers, but that wouldn't happen.
Christmas. Don't be surprised.
We won't be.
Yeah. Yo, white.
Yeah.
Look, as far I don't know their schedule, the Kansas City Chiefs schedule, but in the division, no. The division, the Denver Broncos, the Los Angeles Chargers, and the Raiders, I don't really see them losing the division game. Now I got to see who they play outside the division, but Arabia's right. No, it is called any given Sunday. They'll fuck around and lose to the Raiders, and we'll all be like, "What the fuck happened?" You know what I'm saying? So it'll be them type of games that they'll lose to them type of niggas, and we'll be like, "What the fuck?" But
Probably the Buccaneers on the 4th.
I think the
February,
Bucs
right?
could put up a
November
good
4th.
yeah, that's why I said I didn't know the schedule.
Yeah,
but
next it's
yeah.
49ers, then Raiders, then Bucks.
yeah, as far as I'm just looking at the division, and I'm like, ew, this division is.
It won't be the Panthers.
Yeah, ew, the division is nasty. But Tampa Bay, that's another. That's why I said it might be somebody like the Raiders, because Patrick Mahomes steps up to niggas who think they good. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, and I'm not being funny. I know me and Mace go back and forth about this a lot, but not even being funny, because Patrick Mahomes still is the Lord of the Rings. But only person he worries about or still has a losing record with is Joe Burrow. And
everybody else takes L's, nigga. You take L's. Like, Patrick Mahomes, that's why, like, when I say he plays against Joe Burrow, he be on the sideline pacing back and forth, biting his fingernails. He don't want to lose to Joe Burrow no more. He don't like it. And I wouldn't like it either because he beats everybody else. So outside of Tom Brady and Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes beats everybody. Everybody. So I don't know about Tampa Bay. I like Tampa Bay a lot. Like I said, that's my sneak team.
Sleeper team.
My sleeper team, pardon me, for the beginning of the season. But Patrick Mahomes steps up to the challenge when he feels like he's being challenged. He maybe feel like, oh, y'all them new niggas, you feeling yourself. Nah, you ain't Tom Brady, nigga. Let me show you ain't Tom Brady.
Yeah, the next 3 games are very crucial for us. I'm looking at it now. If they play the Steelers. No, who they playing
That's
next?
not till Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah, they're playing.
Next, they're playing the 49ers, then the Raiders, and the
Raiders, and the Bucks. So if they beat the 49ers and the Bucks, it's a wrap.
You said it's over.
It's a wrap.
Okay, and then now let's talk about the Cardinals. They beat the 49ers 24-23. 49ers didn't score any points during the second half. Have expectations been set too high for the 49ers, Arabia?
Well, again, it's another division game, right? And nobody really came into this game expecting the Cardinals to beat the 49ers. And yes, it's hard to talk about the 49ers and not talk about injuries. They have been plagued with injuries lately. Jake Moody was hurt in this game. That was a hit. But the 49ers started off at half, 23-10, and then the Cardinals got 3 takeaways. That's huge. So I don't think it's necessarily that the standard was set too high for the 49ers so much as like things happen during the season. You can't always predict injury. And of course, you want the next man up to be able to have your team continue to run on all cylinders, but that doesn't always realistically happen. The Cardinals not only capitalized on some of these mistakes, but the 49ers just didn't really have any momentum. I mean, I would for sure say that it's still kind of early. We're creeping up on not being able to say that anymore, but they can certainly get things together and have a standard set for the middle to later half of the season.
Yeah, I don't think this is really not having Debo is that much of an excuse at this point. They got Ayuk back. Purdy is there. Kittles is playing again. They got to turn this around and in 49ers town, especially with the coach that they have. He's such a Paul's juggernaut when it comes to the scheme of offense and defense. So it's just sad to see that this 49 team that produced so highly last year is producing so poorly this year.
To me, this boils down to is Christian McCaffrey that important. Debo played yesterday. Excuse me. He played. Everybody was there. Ayuk was there. Kittles was there. Brock Purdy was there. Coach was there.
Yeah.
Is Christian McCaffrey that important to the 49ers? And that's what it boils down to me for me. Now, I know Debo missed a couple games, but nigga, is it that serious? Come on now, niggas. Now, that's another thing. It's kind of like not saying that comparing the 49ers to the Houston Texans, but the same thing we were saying how the Houston Texans ain't going to be able to creep up on niggas this year because niggas got you on the radar. Same thing with 49ers. Y'all keep going to Super Bowls. Y'all not winning this shits. Nah, y'all the standard in the NFC. All right, we going to come to bust y'all ass. And that's what's going to happen every week because you guys for the last few years have been the standard, whether it's getting to the Super Bowl or getting to the conference finals or whatever. You guys are the standard and niggas ain't coming to play with y'all niggas. That's just that. Kyler Murray, very, very good game. He ran for like 83 yards through exceptional. I like what he did with his legs paused more than anything else. He read the plays correctly. I like Arizona. Look, when they caught that win the second week, when him and Marvin Harrison was going through that little word complication or the media so assumed that they was not on the same page, they nipped that shit in the bud. Marvin Harrison Jr. had a great game. Kyler Murray looked good. Then they stunk it up for 2 weeks. I think this is a great win for them because I'm a fan of the Arizona Cardinals. I hope that they do better. But the 49ers, niggas on your ass, and it seems like without Christian McCaffrey, you guys aren't the team that y'all seem y'all should be.
Great take.
Yeah, and I also say the 49ers are ranked 30th in the league right now in red zone touchdown scoring percentage. where last year they were ranked first. That is a huge drop off from last year being first.
Hell yeah.
So far this being 30th. And who is their leading who is their leading scorer? Christian McCaffrey. And now that he's out, you go from first to 30th. Also, Brock Purdy kind of had like a high-low game. He ended up being the fastest player in franchise history to get the 50 passing touchdowns, but he also had the lowest completion rate of all season, 54.3%. So, and then also the 49ers love to target Brandon Ayuk when defenses are in man, and the Cardinals played a lot of man that game. So Brandon Ayuk got the most targets of any game, while Deebo Samuels was also in the game. He was targeted 12 times, 8 receptions, 147 yards. Kittle was also targeted 12 times. He's really a go-to for Brock Purdy right now in the red zone. Of the 18 times Brock Purdy threw in the red zone, I think 7 of those were to Kittle. So there are some ways that they're trying to patch it up with CMC gone, trying to figure it out. Even with Jake Moody gone, they've tried out 3 different people on Monday to try to fill that role, because this is a short week for the 49ers. They play the Seahawks on Thursday away, and we're going to have to see them replace that kicker, which seems to be very important. So they do have to figure out how they're going to fill those holes with those injuries.
Yeah, and don't forget Jordan Mason. He had 14 attempts. I mean, the ball came to him, 14 rushes at 89 yards. But bro, if you're gonna be having my name on the back of that jersey, you cannot be fumbling in no red zone. I got people calling me, asking me what happened. I said, I don't play for the 49ers. Watch how you use my name, bro.
You tell him, Mace. You tell him. Real quick before we go to the next game, Arabia, do you feel like Brock Purdy is a good quarterback, or do you just feel like he's in a good situation? Even though they lost, I just want to know your thoughts.
I think he's okay. I don't think he's a world beater. I think he's able to do what he needs to do with the talent around him to win games, or when that talent isn't around him. So the thing is, the pass game and the run game are like one hand that washes the other. If your run game is no longer operating the same way it was because your star running back is out, the pass game looks a little different. And I think Brock Purdy's pass game looks a little different with CMC out. You got to keep defenses honest. The run game can open up the pass game, and that's kind of what we see happening with CMC being out and Brock Purdy having to adjust, and that offense having to adjust without their elite running back in that room. So I think he's cool. I just think that the pieces have to be in place around him for him to do what he needs to do for the 49ers to win games.
I like your take. What do you mean by world beater?
So there are certain quarterbacks that just elevate offenses no matter what you give them. And there are certain system quarterbacks. For example, with Jalen Hurts, when he came in, that first year and a half when Nick Sirianni was calling plays, he did not look good at all. And then you get Shane Steichen to come in. Jalen Hurts looked really, really good. He was doing that because of Shane Steichen. And then Shane Steichen leaves, and he's starting to not look so good anymore. There are certain quarterbacks who, no matter who the coordinator is, no matter who the coach is, no matter who the talent around you is, they tend to elevate that offense. We see that, for example, with Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson has never had a Pro Bowl receiver on the Ravens. They have people who come in like OBJ was a Pro Bowl receiver, but not on the Ravens. But Lamar Jackson makes certain people look really good. He makes certain offenses look really good, even though he might not always have the talent around him, because he just elevates that offense in a way that he does. And I don't think Brock Purdy is necessarily the difference maker. I think he's able to do what he needs to do in his role. But as you can see, if certain talent is missing, if that run game is missing, if this person, that person is missing, then I don't think he looks the same without all that talent around him.
Okay, great take.
Nice. Okay, and now let's discuss the Broncos. They beat the Raiders 34-18 with rookie quarterback Bo Nix. A clip surfaced of Max Crosby yelling to troll Bo Nix in-game at the line of scrimmage. He said, "Bo, speak up. They don't fucking know." Despite Crosby's trolling, Arabia, what did you think of the outcome of the game?
Well, first of all, I love what Max Crosby did. It's not just about physically what can you do, but mentally who are you? And there are so many different temperaments depending on the position group. For example, offensive linemen tend to be protectors. They tend to be loyal just by nature of what they do. Defensive linemen, they're hunters, they're attackers, they're on the prowl. And Max Crosby embodies that. So I love the fact that he was kind of barking at him at the line of scrimmage and just being aggressive. Like, you have to have that mentality if you're going to be elite at that position. It's who he is on and off the field, and it shows itself in different ways on the field. But that's one way to think about it. Another is, Max Crosby is a vet. Bo Nix is a rookie. He might have just kindly been like, "Hey, Bo, speak up a little louder for your offense." Like, giving him some friendly words of encouragement, sportsmanlike conduct, like just trying to help the rookie out. So I don't think it was, all it could have just been him trying to be a nice guy and just telling him to get his offense together. But it also is another division game. The Broncos, the last time that the Oakland Raiders beat the Las Vegas Raiders were 8-0 against Denver, but they broke that streak on Sunday, winning 34-18. It was the first time in 10 years that the Broncos scored 34 unanswered points. They were behind 10-0, and then they came back. So this is what I mean by, like, weird stuff sometimes happen in the division. You might not see it coming. It could be something that you don't foresee, but when it happens, and before you know it, you're up, and then you lose the game.
I mean, from my vantage point, it really did seem like that Bo Nix was having trouble getting that audible to the team. So he actually was seeing that he was struggling with calling the offense. And I mean, regardless of what we think, it worked because he ended up not scoring and they had to punt the ball. So when you look back at it, what everything he said was true. You don't get a point.
I don't give a fuck about this game. I ain't watch this shit. I ain't gonna say anything like I act like I watch this shit. I don't fuck with the Raiders like that till Shador and Dion get here. And
that would be really cool.
Well, don't try to come with us. Don't roll with us. You stay in Miami, you stay with the Gators and Ohio State. When we get to Vegas, and we drive in our cars, Larry in the tunnel downstairs with everybody else. I ain't gonna do that to y'all. I love y'all, but I'm gonna throw some reminders out there. What's going on, man? So I'll be honest, I didn't watch the game. Only thing I really seen was Sean Payton beefing with Bo Nix and shit. So that's it. Are we going to talk about that?
Yeah. So speaking of that, they did get in an argument on the sideline.
Yeah.
When asked about the convo, Sean Payton actually said it's part of the deal. There is still a little bit of Ferris Bueller in this player that we have to get rid of. I'm talking about Bo. I love him to death, and sometimes it is my love language. So after hearing that, and that's his response to the conversation, what do you think about their relationship? What do you have to say?
Well, Arabia can start.
Arabia,
What I will say is before Arabia starts is this is how young Stat is murder. She just called Ferris Bueller.
It was Ferris Bueller's day off. Is it not?
Ferris Bueller.
Beller is crazy.
It was Ferris Bueller's day off. I don't actually watch the whole movie.
Yo, bro, it's wild.
Look, y'all. Look.
Wow.
I'm very caught up now. That one was before our whole
That's
Friday
crazy.
argument. I thought it was Ferris Bueller, and there's a lot of things I mispronounced.
It's the remix.
Get on Uber.
Ferris Bueller?
I thought it was Ferris Bueller.
Bueller is wild.
Ferris Bueller?
Ferris Bueller.
That doesn't even sound right.
Bueller.
I guess it sound right to all the millions of people who seen the movie before
Fair.
you was born.
Fair.
Ferris
Bueller.
Bueller.
Have you seen the movie?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah, I like movies like that.
She
Like,
said you saw Ferris Bueller day.
I thought it was Ferris Bueller, like, this whole time. And I seen that way before.
It's a classic.
Sorry, y'all.
Nah, that's all good.
Okay, but Arabia, your thoughts on their conversation at the sideline and their argument, and then Sean Payton's response to it.
I mean, they're still trying to figure out their relationship, right? He's a rookie. They're trying to get their chemistry going and figure out how to communicate when things go right and when things go wrong. This happens all the time when players or coaches get into it in the public eye, but I don't think this always needs to be a story. Like, niggas get into it sometimes. They did it with Stephon Diggs and the Bills when he was kind of yelling at Josh Allen. But if the story is that they're getting into it on the sideline, just imagine the things that happen in the locker room that people don't see. So sometimes people just get into it. It's emotions with the game, heated moments, passionate moments. So sometimes people just get into it, and it is what it is. It doesn't have to always be like there's behind the scenes beat. Sometimes it is, but sometimes people just argue.
Yeah, I think when it comes to Sean Payton, you got a window to get this right, and it could go left pretty fast. You know, Sean Payton might be from Harlem, Killer. If things don't go right after a little bit, he's able to switch gears.
Excuse me. I think, me personally, when it comes to this particular situation, I think that a couple things real quick. You have to learn to adjust different players and different coaching styles throughout the year when he's been coaching as long as he's been coaching. You have to deal with different personalities, different ways. The way I may deal with status may not be the way I deal with you, or the way I deal with Larry, or the way, like, you have to know personalities and who has tough skin, who doesn't, who's going to get more out of talking to them nice, who's going to get more out of pushing a player. I think over the years, two coaches that's really learned that is Tom Thibodeau, which he was not a player's coach. People used to be like, he's an asshole. They didn't want to play him. They wanted to get traded. And these days, it seems like he's cool with his players. They fuck with him. They like him. He's doing podcasts. He's on Jalen Brunson and Hart's podcast. He's showing more of his personality. Same thing with Greg Popovich. I think he used to be an asshole when it come to Tony Parker and it come to Manu Ginobili and Tim Duncan. But if you see him now, he's buddy with Wemby. Hey, nigga, what's up, nigga? You got the hose last night, nigga? You know what I'm saying? That's his man. He's treating them differently because you're dealing with a different, first of all, you're dealing with a totally different generation. That's first and foremost. And they may not think the same way as the generation before. And they may not handle things the same way. Sean Payton, my personal opinion, you got to learn how to deal with players. You did this shit last year with Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson just ain't say nothing. He let you bark on him, and you was sitting there like this. You said some slick shit to Bo Nix. I don't know the verbiage. I couldn't hear it. But Bo Nix wasn't having it. Fuck is you talking to, man? Nah, nigga, just ran about running away. Fuck is you talking, nigga? Calm the fuck down. You went and barked. If you go look at video, this nigga was barking on Russell Wilson last year. Russell Wilson just sitting there like this.
Yeah, you can't talk to white boys like that. You know, that's how I look at it. Like, you know, when the cops pull a black guy over.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Versus when they pull a white boy. Why did you pull me over? I was going somewhere.
That's like, a good one.
They go my ID,
I like
sir.
I like that. That's a great point of view. Black niggas still got two hands on the steering wheel when he's pulled over.
Can I get my ID?
Yeah, gotta ask permission. That's a great one, man. I like that. I like that one a lot.
Killer, do you think that Russell was just saying, shut up and y'all gonna pay me? Like, I'm not gonna pay me, you're gonna pay me.
Nah, it was like when a black guy get pulled over by the cops.
I wouldn't have said that either if I was getting all the money he was getting, is what I'm saying.
Telling you.
But see,
they still paying him.
A lot of people took with Bo Nix as not just barking back, but even I do like what May said, but people took it as passionate. They took it as, nah, that nigga want to win too. Maybe Sean Payton didn't see what he saw on the field. That nigga wants to win. He's passionate as to where maybe Larry is right. Nigga like, whatever, I'm getting paid anyway. I don't give a fuck what this nigga talking about.
Back. Yeah.
Bo Nix, a lot of people that when I was doing some due diligence on this, they was like, nah, he's passionate. They took his passion. I took it as watch your mouth.
Yeah.
I'm not one of them. You're not gonna tell me whatever. I was out there. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Not only that, like he's saying, he's like, he still has some Ferris Bueller day off in them pause. But at the same time, we have to realize Bo Nix is one of them niggas who got 22 years of eligibility too. He ain't 21 years old. He
Yeah.
ain't 22. That nigga's
Talking
24.
to him like he a
Yeah,
young
yeah, he
boy.
ain't
I'm
one
a
of them.
grown man.
Yeah, he's 24, 25
I've
years
been
old.
in college 8 years,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, fuck what you talking about.
Shout out to Bo. Shout out to Bo. We just playing.
Nah, it's a fact though. He ain't been in there for a while. He's 24, 25 years old. I can dig it if he's one of them 22, 23-year-old. Yo, my man, I'm grown, B.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be saying whatever to me. So that's how I took it. I just think that Sean Payton needs to know how to deal with certain athletes, because what you did for Drew Brees may not work for Bo Nix. We already see what you did for to Russell Wilson, and it's going to come to a point, Murder, where Sean Payton got to get it together, because if he tries to bench Bo Nix, or something, I'm not saying it's nowhere near that point, but just say it forever.
But just not going well.
If it's not going well, what you got to realize upstairs is going to be like, look, we sent the nigga to Pittsburgh because we chose you over him, talking about Russell Wilson.
You can't keep doing this.
And we're paying him, you're still paying him $32, $33 million. We paying a nigga that don't even play for us $32 million a year. Sean, you got to calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
Period. Because
this is a come on, my nigga moment.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Don't tell us that you need another nigga, because we already paying a nigga $32, $33 million that you told us to get rid of. Now you don't like this nigga. I think he needs to figure it out and needs to learn how to communicate with certain players.
And Drew Brees been a little minute. You can't keep living off Drew Brees.
Yeah, and exactly. And see, my thing is this. When it comes to situations like that, that's why I think Aaron Rodgers is so arrogant with certain coaching staff, because he's like, I won a Super Bowl. You haven't. You don't know how do you know what it takes to win a Super Bowl? I've actually won one. To where even Sean Payton, you talking that slick shit to Russell Wilson, you won one, he won one. I actually been there too. So I think sometimes that's how players look at certain coaches as well.
Yeah. Well, either way, good game for Bo Nix, but it's about that time for a break. Arabia, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, man. You did a great job.
You did good.
Thank you.
Yo, you got something to say? You want to say something in Spanish to the Spanish community?
Oh, hola a todos mis hispanohablantes. Me llamo Arabia y muchas gracias por tenerme en tu video.
Sí, mami.
Es lo que es.
And then real quick, where can people follow you on social media?
You can follow me on Instagram at all32NFL, ALL32NFL, on TikTok and Twitter as well.
Beautiful. It was a pleasure to have you today. Okay, we're going to go to break. When we return, we will discuss LeBron and Bronny's debut together on the court. It might as well be LeBron.
You a wild.
Don't go anywhere.
Ferris Bueller.
Bronny, come on.
She called this thing about toxic. 4 years and counting. Got you feeling like an option. Maybe I'm my own problem, babe. She tired of hearing I don't know. What's stubborn in me won't fall. Dealing with this thing called trust. But she really thinking about it. Wanna be free. Why am I in this woman wanna be free? Hell, I don't wanna see her walk away. I wish somebody told me the rules. Disagreements let her win, and it's cool. Even when I'm right to say.
Welcome back. Now let's get into our underdog picks of the day. On Sunday, the Seahawks will play the 49ers. Underdog has Brock Purdy at 251.5 passing yards. Do you have him higher or lower, Mace?
I'm going low on pause on that.
Yeah, I agree. Lower.
Okay, Deebo Samuel's at 53.5 receiving yards. Do you have him higher or lower, Cam?
I hope he started doing better, because yesterday, the day before yesterday, he looked bad. I'm gonna go higher. Maybe have a good week working out this week.
Lower.
Okay. Geno Smith's at 254.5 passing yards. Do you have him higher or lower, Mace?
250.
4.5.
Lower.
I'm gonna go higher. Geno balling out. I think he had over 300 last game. He's looking good.
Okay. You guys like these picks? Remember, you always get a free pick if you're not already on Underdog. So make sure to sign up now and you can make your picks too. So guys, LeBron and Bronny made history as the first father-son duo to share the court. However, they lost their preseason game to the Suns, 118-114. Obviously, we know it's just preseason. But before we get into the stats, what do you think about them sharing the moment together on the court?
I think it was very positive. I think it was a moment definitely of a lifetime. I don't know how long it'll be before we see this again. I think it was tremendous in the value that it provides for Black families. It's a lot of great takeaways from this. So, anybody listening to this, I'm not constantly like on LeBron. It's just I have to give an objective view. And because everywhere you go, it seemed like people are just parading for LeBron. But this was an excellent moment. I think it was terrific for Black kids to see a Black father with a Black son playing on the same team, regardless of the stats. I mean, just for history, for like the eyeball test, for people to see something and to give the future athletes something to shoot after. It's so many wonderful points that I could pull out from this. I'll even give you 3 more, even for the mom to be able to see her husband. Can you imagine how jovial she is to see her husband playing and her son playing at the same time? This got to do wonders for her heart. I don't know what she's ever been through, but I know something like this can move like mountains of hurt, pain, disappointment, or anything when you see these type of things happen in a family.
Me and you could never be on the same page, bro, because now I think it's a big bag of baloney. He was minus 16 when he was on the floor, 0 for 1, 13 minutes. Did not look good whatsoever. Beautiful words. Move mountains. The earth shaking. I gave that speech last week. All right? Big bag of baloney until we get this shit right. Yeah. I ain't like it one bit.
Wait, not the stats, just the moment.
Thing about it, stat, I seen Ken Griffey and his father be on the same baseball field. I seen it before. So it ain't like I ain't seen no shit like this before. It wasn't basketball, but I seen professional sports.
Never seen it.
See, the point
Bronny.
is, you can sit there and stat, and I dig it. Oh, it's the moment. I seen the moment already. Ken Griffey, his father played on the same team, same field. I did it. Sorry, I'm old enough to see it. I missed it. All the new people, heartwarming. Oh, it was delicate. It was dope for the moms, which I'm not saying everything Mace say was legit. Big bag of baloney, 0 for 1, minus 16. They lost the game, 13 minutes. No.
Yeah, he had 6 minutes, 4 turnovers, but he had 2 rebounds.
6 minutes, 4 turnovers.
It's a Bronny James, 13 minutes. 13 minutes, 0 for 1,
Come on, LeBron.
minus 16 points from when he's on the floor.
Did nothing.
Nope, not doing the moment thing. I gave the moment last week. Now I got to call it like I see it. Sorry. Listen, I wanted to work out. Do I want to work out? Cool. And what May said is absolutely true. And what Stat is trying to get at is, it is a moment. Unfortunately, I seen this moment. And you know what? Both them niggas was nice. Ken Griffey Jr. ended up being better than Ken Griffey Sr. And his sneakers was hot.
And his sneakers was better.
Yeah, and his sneakers was better. So I actually seen 2 professional athletes on a baseball field where the son actually became better than the father. Now,
So you giving them something new to shoot for.
there you go.
Yeah. I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
I hate to agree with you, but
let's get Ken Griffey on this.
Yeah.
And junior and senior.
and get better sneakers.
Yeah, and not only that, not only did I see it before, they was juniors and Ken Griffey Sr. and I seen the whole play before. Now, It's basketball. Let's Mace made a great point. Let's shoot for that type of greatness. Still love you enough. So I got a job to do though, man. I'll call you off behind the scenes, but at the end of the day, I love you and I'm hoping for better. But I did not like the debut whatsoever. Still
you know better, you do better.
Yeah, there you go.
He know better.
Yeah. We got the saying up here, it is what it is, but that ain't what it could be.
This the killer I know. Cutthroat
Yeah, listen, I know who's gonna call me tomorrow. Yo, Cam, you wildin'. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know. I didn't like it.
What about you, Lebron?
I mean, he did not play well, but it is preseason and I'm happy for them. I thought that was really dope to see. The pictures alone are super fire to me. So it just, I don't know, like, it just looks very like, wow, like they really did that. So that's how I feel about it. That's why I asked about the moment first.
Don't tell me you one of them people.
That likes
the kid get in the third grade, you say he's only in the third grade. He get in the 8th grade. He's only in the 8th grade.
Right.
He got time.
Yeah. See, my thing, this is my thing, Murder. And we talk about nepotism and LeBron James power and Rich Paul power and everything else. This is right here yesterday, and not just yesterday, with the seasons coming up in this contract. We did everything we could do. we did everything in our power. Rich Paul, LeBron James, everybody. Now this is on you. We can't do nothing else. We can't
broke the system.
Yeah, we can't put the ball in the basket. Like everything in our power, we actually done. We told niggas don't touch you when it was draft time. We told niggas get you on the Lakers. We told niggas that you only averaged 4 or 5 points in USC, but you are. And of course, he had a health issue, came back from it. So his college career wasn't that great. We did everything. The rest is on. We can't tell niggas don't guard you and let you score. You feel me, White?
Absolutely.
Everything is on you from this point. So the shout out to the family, shout out to the agency, the sports agency, Clutch Sports. It's nothing nobody else could do at this point. Everything else is really purely on Bronny.
Okay. And then we've kind of discussed this before, but I'm going to ask again, do you guys think that LeBron is going to wait till Bryce can get in the league too, or?
No, we can't do this 2 times.
I just was wondering.
Can't do this twice.
What you mean is get in the league and do what?
Like, do you think that LeBron is going to stay in the league until Bryce is able to? Because I know he's a senior now, so I'm just curious on y'all's thoughts.
I think it ain't to me with LeBron, it ain't really about his kids. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Bryce is a senior this year?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, and that's the wrong way to say it. Of course LeBron cares about his kids. LeBron's still busting ass. LeBron was the man in the Olympics.
Yeah.
This summer that just passed. LeBron is still nice. LeBron, and they have different rankings, but then let's just say they're going off the rankings that came in. He's the number 12 player in the NBA, which he might be higher than number 12, but he's top 15.
He's still one of the most dangerous people.
Right. So I don't think it's about Bryce. Now, of course, they want Bryce to get in. If you're the James family and family and friends, of course you want that. But to me, until LeBron James don't look decent or don't look good, he's going to play, and I would play too. Look, we've been begging Anthony Davis for 5 years, 4 years to take the team over. He just won't do it. LeBron got to do it every year and make it his team. When he would you take the damn keys so I can sit in the passenger seat once in a while, nigga? It's still the Lakers are still LeBron's team currently. So of course he wants Bryce to be in it and Bronny at the same time. But I think it's about LeBron being good. Now, 2 things. I like Bryce's game, but it'll turn into one of these things. If Bronny doesn't produce, I think that it'll affect Bryce in the long run. Like, yo, my nigga, we can't do this. We can't do this, my nigga. So I think Bryce could be better than Bronny, to be honest with you. But it's about how he performs his senior year. It's about how he performs his 1 year in college. And is it gonna be worth it? Then they're gonna actually monetize how Bronny's playing. Or is he better than Bronny? That's the question that's gonna start, because look, you got two ball kids, pause. LaMelo Alonzo, we said we can't do nothing for him. We gave him a tryout.
Yeah.
I don't even know his name, no disrespect.
Gino.
Gino, Gino Ball.
Yeah.
We tried. We did everything we could for you, Gino. We can't do
something.
Yeah, we can't do it. We got to try out in China for you. That's all we got.
He's actually good.
He ain't NBA good, man. He's not in the NBA. He would be in the NBA if he was good.
You know who the real scouting report should be on? Melo's son. Melo's son is tough.
Oh, yeah,
no, definitely.
Cayenne is tough.
They said Cayenne is his favorite show. Shout out to Cayenne, man.
Yeah.
Definitely. Big shout out to her. Yep.
Yeah, I saw a game. He looked like he from New York. I like that.
Yeah.
This is the kind of basketball I like.
Listen, man. He has great skill set, and you not just one. You have two parents, whether they're on the same page or not, who want you to win, who want you to be an NBA. Because of course, Carmelo won it, but Lala won it too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Lala is at them games.
Yeah.
You know, when Melo was playing the NBA and he was busy, Lala is in that front row.
Yeah.
Lala is at practice at Gauchos or anywhere else. Lala was there. And then as he got older, you see Melo working with him. So whether they're together or not, you got two parents who want this for their kid. You know what I'm saying? So
It's
got a good support
it's
system.
a swag too that comes with it. Like, I mean, if you're playing basketball, it's a certain way you carry yourself. You know that guy is gonna be good. It's an inner confidence that you look for that you just don't see.
Right.
And I think that got to be developed in Bronny. If he gets that, sometimes we might have to bring him to New York, let him play in the hood. Even though he's playing in the pros, it's like you get that other little piece that can make you tougher.
Yeah, listen, man. It's just,
That dog.
Bring him to
Absolutely.
Dykeman and all that.
I was just about to say, like, look, it was a time where it didn't matter if you was an NBA or not. You had to come to Rucker.
Mm-hmm.
If you're Kevin Durant, if you're Allen Iverson, if you're Kobe Bryant,
You got to come through here.
You got to come through Rucker in the summertime, and that's just the way it is. If you're LeBron James, they all came through.
And even if they don't come to New York, what's that place in, I think, D.C., Berry Park or something like that?
Yeah, and they got
Down
the shit.
Bronny.
They got the shit in Cali
Down
too.
Lebronny.
Yeah, Drew Lee.
Yeah.
Right, Drew Lee.
Okay.
Nah, but I mean, Drew Lee is still the protection of LeBron. I mean, you got to go in the hood where niggas are boom.
Drew League in Compton, South Central, and all that.
Now I'm saying, but he going there with Bron. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Been on the East Coast where niggas is like, man, I don't care nothing about your dad, nigga.
Yeah.
One of them moments.
Yeah. That definitely boo you.
Yeah.
They boo Kobe, whoever. If you ain't performing, get the fuck out the way. God bless the dad.
Okay, and last topic, the New York Liberty advanced to the WNBA Finals after defeating the Aces 76-62 in Game 4. The Aces officially lose their chance at a three-peat. How do you guys feel about the Liberty advancing?
I like the way we're playing right now. For real. I mean, what do you mean, Larry? What's so funny?
I ain't heard you talk about the Liberty.
New York, man.
Larry, I'm from New York.
You didn't go to none of the games here.
You had on a Cowboys jersey the other day.
What are you talking about? From Vegas, baby. Cut
And
it
the
out.
Steelers won the neighborhood.
Put a Superman shirt on. Talking about the team.
Cut it out, man.
This is what I'm up against.
Your team just played him. Why you didn't go see him?
Who?
The Liberty just played the.
I'm working, Larry. Some of us
Boy, it
work.
was on-
Larry. Some of us.
Come on, man. Come on, baby.
Some of us work.
Some of us work. You think I can just do what you're doing every day? Larry, I got obligations, Larry. I got
got you.
places I gotta be,
I got you.
Things I gotta do, Larry,
You think I ain't got nothing to do?
Yeah, we gonna be at your game tomorrow. You going live. You
going live tomorrow,
Get some sleep.
Ready tomorrow.
Tomorrow we will be live time.
I'm cooking them
Right
all.
here on It Is What It Is.
Can't
These
wait.
two gentlemen are playing on the league.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the code and I'm gonna tell them we gonna do the whole game live on the It's What It Is page. Word.
What about me?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the over and under?
I got over 10 tomorrow. All right, I'm gonna cook tomorrow. Cameras is on, baby. Cameras is on tomorrow. I'm getting 10 tomorrow.
I bet him $100 he won't get 10.
All right, watch me cook
You want to
tomorrow.
bet too?
I'm double. I'm getting a double. I'm gonna get
You want
10
to bet?
something.
Do you want to bet
He gonna
too?
eat
Let's
his
do it.
double.
Yeah. Rebounds. We can bet whatever. 50. It don't matter.
No,
50,
I
I'll
bet
take
you
50.
stand on your hand with your feet on the wall.
All right. And we gonna win tomorrow. The team will be there. We gonna win tomorrow. too.
Double for you and 10 points for you. That's $150. But I like Mace better. Stand on the wall on your hands. Matter of fact, this is
You
what we
fall
can do.
out.
Instead of money, whoever lose got to skip to the garage barefoot from the studio.
Great idea.
What?
Great
Skip to the-
idea.
Got to skip skip to
Barefoot.
the garage barefoot after the show tomorrow.
Absolutely.
I will
So if I don't
report
get
it.
10, you got to do that, or
We already got a bet. If
oh, you talking about him? Okay.
Yeah, me and you over yeah.
Oh, I got you.
double.
I'll record it.
Getting 10 points.
I'm gonna get a
I bet
10 piece
$100.
tomorrow.
You getting a 10.
I'm not. Lights is on tomorrow. Cameras on. My money's working for me. My money's working for me tomorrow. I ain't working tomorrow.
This is gonna be hilarious.
My money's working for me tomorrow.
What time is the game?
11 a.m.
11.
I'll be there at 10:42.
Yeah.
Early.
We cook tomorrow. Show y'all
I'll
some
win,
things.
and I'm gonna just contribute.
I just hope Mark comes. That's
He
what
gonna
y'all
be there.
gotta
No, I already got Mark hyped up. We ready to go.
Y'all depending on Mark.
No, we ain't
That's
depending on
a
Mark. We
fact.
gonna show
That
you.
is-
some-
yeah,
show you
listen,
some-
without
the team
Mark,
to
it
be
ain't
there.
gonna happen.
No,
Mark is nice.
no. We gonna be all right.
He the best nigga on the team. Oh.
If Mark don't show up tomorrow, I'm gonna get 15.
Hey.
Yo, bro.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Liberty.
The Liberty.
New York.
Yeah, well, I mean, we played good like I thought we should, you know? I mean, whoever that 6'4" guard is, she is really the difference on that Liberty team. It's not just Sabrina. It's not just the big man. Whoever that new acquired.
Mace is no big man.
Not big man. I mean a big guard. She's 6'4" as a guard. And
No, you meant the big woman.
yeah, the big woman.
Yeah, the big one. Big one.
You know.
Who is he talking about? Who is he talking about? Do you know?
6'4".
6'4" guard.
You said new, but I think you're talking about Breonna Stewart.
No.
You said new guard.
It's a guard. She's 6'4".
See, this, this is why I'm an expert. Because
What's her name?
when I do my studying, when I do my scouting
Let me check.
report,
It's
I
Faduma
know
or something like
things
that.
that actually are not on the surface.
What's her name? Faduma? Fadima?
Leone?
It's not
It's
Brianna.
hard to pronounce her
Leone?
name.
Start with an F.
She's blonde.
Leone? It is.
Just say her name, Stat.
Leone.
Leone. Leone is the difference on that
Yeah,
team.
Leone.
Without Leone, they
Leone.
do not beat the Aces. You know, even though Sabrina is phenomenal and the front court was strong, but whoever that guard is, that new acquire, is the difference, and they'll be really tough against Minnesota, but they're gonna need her to get some points.
Spike Lee, you pissing me off. I'm just gonna say that, acting like you've been down with the Liberty the whole time, and you come in the game. Look, you pissing me off. You really get me mad. Please step away. This is kind of worse than what Mace just did with we. I don't know. At least Mace is on the show. You popping up the games, harassing players like this 88 and the Scottie Pippen. You harassing other team. Gotta cost them niggas the championship. Yeah, you getting me mad. You don't represent the whole New York for every team in New York. You go in the Yankee games. Then if they don't make it and the Mets make it, you're gonna be at the Mets game. You gotta choose a side in New York. You just can't be with everybody. Secondly, I know the Garden is pissed. You kicked the Liberty out, Madison Square Garden. They didn't have a home for a little while. And then the Barclays Center took them in, and now they're about to win the world championship. Not if they don't. This is their second year in a row in the championship. You know, I think this was revenge from last year because they was pissed off that they lost to Vegas last year and Vegas ended up winning. But I believe that they brought that anger into the season, the Liberty I'm talking about. So congratulations on them for making the championship. But Spike Lee, please stop like you've been down with the Liberty. And James Dolan, you get a lot of slack. People be like, James Dolan need to sell to you. I don't got no problem with you. You pay everybody, they ask for their money, you be giving niggas they bread, they want you some there. But it was a mistake kicking the Liberty out the Garden. Because even though Brooklyn's going to be lit and it's going to be a good time at the Barclays, you know what this would have been at the Garden. This would have been something totally different if the Liberty played at the Garden, man. But congratulations to you ladies.
Yeah. And I just want to clarify.
Yeah, if they're playing at Brooklyn, I got to jump off the bandwagon.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
I just want to clarify. I thought you were talking about Breonna Stewart because they're both 6'4" and she had 19 points and 14 rebounds.
Yeah, but I was talking about Leone.
Yeah. Got it. But as far as the Liberty, this is going to be their first title in franchise history if they do win it. So shout out to them. I personally did want the Aces to win, but that's just being Asia Wilson being one of my favorite players. But they did play well. Liberty stayed dominant throughout most of the series, so it's kind of like we saw where it was going. As far as the Connecticut Sun and the Lynx, their series is tied right now. I'm hoping the Sun advances. I think that'll be a good matchup. But Minnesota as well is putting up a good fight. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. It's getting crazy. It's getting good. But shout out to the Liberty for getting to the finals. But that is all the time that we have for today. Thanks for watching. And as always, it is what it is.
What you want, nigga? Everything, nigga, super size. Two Big Macs, like when they doing them 2 for $5.